Okay, so Tavares, to the team at Urban Poets Brigade, I am doing my final 30 of 30 National Poetry Month piece on video. So we're supposed to write a poem about poetry, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Poetry found me, destitute, not sure what to do. I was only 13. Emotions had riled up in me that I'd never experienced before. I suffered devastating loss. My mother took her last breath. It felt like there was nothing left. What was I supposed to do now? I was entering into womanhood. She wasn't going to be there to guide me through. I didn't know what to do. My dad, he was old school. You see, rearing the children wasn't his thing. And so now he's in charge of a 13-year-old girl. He didn't know what to bring except his pain. And so I was left with my head hung low until I met a pen. A pen with a piece of paper. I learned what a stanza was, and I sat down one day and just wrote. And I found love in those poems. Began to share them with my father, and he would affirm me and say, wow, these are beautiful. And he didn't know that these were my therapy. Poetry saved me. I was the first chapter. Little did I know that poetry would rear its beautiful head again when it was time for my father to transition. But this time it was different. I'd been writing since I was 13. 21 years later, here we are again, and I am meeting a relative of poetry that I'd never seen. You see, I've seen people get on microphones and stand on stages and do pieces, and I thought, oh, I'm not theatrical enough. I can't do a metaphor, and I don't know what that was that they just said. And I'm definitely not woke enough to be at the open mic, so I'll just sit here with my notebook and write. But poetry said, not so. Everything that you have, someone needs. So my father, he was leaving, and poetry came to my rescue again. And this time, poetry, she met me. My daddy was dying, and she said, you're not going to write. You're going to stand at the mic. You're going to share your pain. Little did I know that there was healing in that. There were people waiting for me to be vulnerable so that they could bring me the comfort that I needed. Hugs, friendships, information, knowledge, wisdom. So I released. I spoke at open mics, released a book and an album, and now here we are, 9 years later. I'm a published author. I've recorded books. Poetry, you make me look good. Poetry, you took God's hand and you saved me. And I just want to say thank you. That's that piece. Thank you, Tavares and the Urban Poets Brigade team, for allowing me to be a part of this challenge. It stretched me, it blessed me, it taught me, and I am forever grateful. I hope you all have enjoyed National Poetry Month. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. I met some amazing poets and artists and reading the material. I mean, listen, just go on Instagram and type in the hashtag NPM or National Poetry Month, and I promise you, you're probably going to be on there for hours just looking at all the beautiful works that are going to come across your screen. Shout out to Queen Floetry for her unwavering support, sis. I love you, girl. You know, you're my blue sister. And I just, yeah. So thank you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We are entering into May tomorrow, the month of grace. So y'all make the most of it. Have a good night. See you guys again soon.